buy all
take
these.
them. You can
I'm sorry, I
afford them.
can't. Brothers, please. Those are your valuable possessions.
Don't bother about that. Just tell us. Were you really planning on buying all of these things, Xiaoping?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, I am. But it doesn't feel right if you're selling them at a low price.
Well, we don't
I'm
mind.
selling this to you wholeheartedly. Why don't you let us satisfy our bellies first, you know? If just for a few days.
Yes, that's right.
Tell you what. For your meals, I'm willing to lend you money. You can keep your things.
No, but
You don't know it, but essentially you're doing us a good deed. By buying all our things.
Yes, that's right.
Look, what's the use of keeping all this stuff with me, huh? If you lend me money, I'd still have to pay you back. So please, don't be embarrassed about it. Just buy them all.
Yeah,
Come
he's
on,
right.
just buy it,
buy
please.
them. Buy them.
This one
It
still
won't be a
works.
I'll
problem.
buy them. But you have to work. Go down into the mine. Otherwise, you won't have anything to sell. Even if you wanted to. Though Supervisor Lei said some rude things, there's truth in it. Drill more dark holes, and you'll earn a wage. Don't drill dark holes, and you won't even earn dirt.
Yes, we know,
we know.
You must
Joe,
go down
please.
into the mine in the future.
Right,
Yes,
here,
yes,
take
take
them
them.
now, please.
Xiaosha, do you find this beyond belief too? When I first arrived at the coal mine half a year ago, there was a wide difference between these people and me. But now, life has abruptly turned our positions around, making me all the more certain that only with labor can a person become more formidable in life. Regardless of who one is, one still has to encourage and support those who use their hands to make a living. The laborers.
By this time, the other men had dropped the air of superiority given them by their parents' official titles. It may not be quite evident to them, but Sen Xiaoping had proven an extremely important lesson in life: how to treat labor. This was the most basic topic of life. Yes, Sen Xiaoping had, through his hard work, seized their fortune. He had become the conqueror. But it was a conquest that was harsher than war. Those who had been conquered lost not only their property, but also their spiritual territory. To seek liberation, the only way out is to give one's life to labor.
Xiaoping, what's that? Is that indecent stuff? You've been looking at it all day.
I'm reading.
Of course you are. Anyone here can see it's a book.
He's reading before the first cluster of explosives is lit, so don't annoy Xiaoping.
But I want to annoy him. The minute I'm down in the mine, I have to get to work. No one can think about going up if the work is not done. And not until the explosives are lit, everything's so boring. Even while listening to these idiots talking about women all the time, I still get bored. I'm sick of it.
Xiaoping,
Huh?
most of us here are illiterate, but we really love to listen to stories. Why don't you tell us a story in that book, huh?
Mentor, this is a foreign book.
Foreigners are people too. It's their stories we don't often hear, right?
Come on, tell us already.
Hey, you know what I learned? When those foreign men and women meet, they'll just hug and kiss, and it's so intense. So come on, Xiaoping, tell us,
Come
tell
on
us.
then, tell
We
us.
want to
Tell us
know.
all about it. Come on.
Fine. Okay. Since everyone wants to listen, I'll give it a try. This story is called The Red and the Black. The name of the main character is Julian. Wait. Julian sounds like a Chinese name, so it's easy to remember. As for the names of the other characters, I'll just call them Mr. or Miss, something like that, okay?
Sure,
Sure,
it's okay.
sure.
Go ahead.
Julian
Go ahead.
is a Frenchman. He's a very handsome and dashing man, and very intelligent. His father is a carpenter. And as for Julian, the person he admires the most since he was a little boy is Napoleon. His ambition in life is to achieve success like Napoleon.
咱们工人有力量，切！
Sit down. What did we tell you during our regular meeting? Has it fallen on deaf ears? Answer me. What is the broken windows theory? Sen Xiaoping, tell me what the broken windows theory is.
It's this. If some of the windows of a building were broken and were not repaired, more people would imitate this act by breaking a few more windows. That's the broken windows theory.
Sit down. When applied to production safety, it means there are people who mess around or bring contraband, but no one corrects or reports them. This can cause accidents, major accidents. You will hurt others and yourself, and the production. You'll create disasters that could have been avoided. Do you understand? Do you want to see more widows and orphans at the mine? Stubborn fools. Why does Sen Xiaoping know about the broken windows theory? Do you know what Team 1 does? Before the first cluster of explosives is lit, he's reading to his teammates and telling them stories. Who says coal miners are vulgar? Huh? Who says they can only talk about cigarettes, liquor, and women? Which team does not have someone who is literate? Tell me. Work with your team leaders to raise the cultural standards of your team as well. Do you get the picture? So stop messing around. Understood? You! Ansuza! Stand up! Recite rule number 5 for me.
Well, that's... I think it's...
You're not thinking! Sit down!
That woman is pretty capable. Hey, he's here. So, what did you throw just now?
Throw anything.
That's it, a high card. Hey, Xiaoping. We're just curious about something. In fact, we've been talking about it. We don't see you doing laundry, yet you always have clean clothes to wear. And then we found out how you can conjure up that trick.
There's no trick to it. It's just that she occasionally comes by and takes them home to wash.
Then how is it we don't have such a pretty woman washing our clothes too?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
What are you saying? You've only been here for a few days and you've already learned such foul language.
She came to collect your clothes today. Many people saw it and asked who the sexy woman is.
Stop talking rubbish. That's the wife of our team leader, Wang Shikai.
We know. Wan Shikai, right? He looks like a bear, but he managed to marry such a pretty woman. She's even prettier than a movie actress.
Listen to me. I know that dirty and crude language is common in our industry. I dislike it, but I use them occasionally as well. But I know on whom and when to use them. Wang Shikai is our team leader. I even call his wife sister. By rights, you guys should call her sister too, or ma'am. Don't use such dirty or crude language on those people.
See?
It's not us. We're not spreading those rumors. It's your mentor's other apprentice, Ansoza. He speaks ill of you. Be wary of him. Here's a letter for you. I'll put it here.
Instantly, Xiaoping felt as if a piece of coal had smashed his head and crushed his bones. Then, something flashed before his eyes. On the surface, this letter is no different from the usual letters he receives. The letter was discursive, covering a wide range of subjects, and as usual, also expressed Xiaoxia's passionate feelings as well as endless yearning for him. However, towards the end of the letter, Tian Xiaoxia suddenly mentioned that a male colleague appeared to be attracted to her and seems to want to court her. What was alarming for Xiaoping was the fact that Xiaoxia did not disagree with this man's intentions. Rather, she told Xiaoping frankly that this person's name is Gao Lang, also a Wanxi native, and that he's a descendant of an old central government cadre. An ordinary and normal person would often feel overwhelmed by the battering winds and roaring waves of life. Would you be overwhelmed? Unless you are resigned to being overwhelmed, probably. No, you should still struggle on with life. You should still be yourself. What do you think? Sadly, Xiaoping asked himself those questions, and completely, he answered himself sincerely. Xiaoping did not realize that the thing that made him feel uneasy all this time finally happened, and it came so quickly. Since a day like that would come sooner or later, perhaps it was truly a case of the sooner the better.
Hold on. There you go. Glad to be out here. Sun Xiaoping! Someone's here for you. This is Sun Xiaoping.
Thank you.
Right, I'll go ahead.
Hello.
You're...
I'm Gao Lang. How are you?
I wonder... Did Xiaosha ask you to come?
She didn't. I heard Xiaosha mention she has a friend here. I was passing by, so I came to visit.
Did Xiaosha tell you about our relationship?
Weren't you classmates? She's a provincial newspaper reporter. You're a coal miner. You and Xiaosha are friends.
Then... what is your relationship with her?
Didn't Xiaosha tell you about me? What was said in the letter is quite clear. Oh, right. I have a plane to catch. I'll go ahead, okay? I bought some snacks for you and I placed them on your bed. Do take care.
Well, I have a meeting to attend. I won't see you off, all right?
Goodbye.
Yes, goodbye. I'll pick up from where we left off the last time. Previously, Julian thought that the daughter of the Marquise had fallen in love with the young officer. He felt deeply anguished. He even thought about killing himself. But when he climbed the window and entered Mathilda's room, Mathilda hugged him tightly and told him she was sorry. She was crying the whole time. She begged for his forgiveness, and she asked him to be her master again. She hugged him so tightly that Julian could hardly breathe. Julian passed her away, throwing her on the floor.
Hey, no! What do you think you're doing?
The hell with Julian! This guy's having a good time, huh? But I'm still suffering here! What Mr. in high society? It's a load of crap. Come see what it's like among the coal heap first before you can talk big!
No, Xiaoping, no! Please keep your cool, Xiaoping. Control yourself. Antosa is in his 30s, but he has never held a woman's hand. He goes crazy when he hears such things. So don't mind him. Antosa!
Go ahead. Do you want to rip me to shreds, huh? What? Just you wait. Let me go and take a dump first. Huh?
Hey, Xiaoping, forget it. The book is torn anyway.
Since it's torn, so be it. I shouldn't worry about it. At worst, I'll just buy another one.
All right, get to work, let's go, come on!
The usual everyday dangerous scene inside the mine was set in motion again. After continuously shoveling coal, resulting from detonating 3 clusters of explosives, they were all as exhausted as zombies, staggering through the dark tunnel, one after another, toward the pit head. At At this moment, above ground, the sun should be shining brightly.
Okay, okay. Shift's over. Shift's over. What's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
Oh, he's got a fever.
When I came down into the mine last night, I was feeling so weak, and my body seemed light.
Then why did you still force yourself to come down here?
I figured since I was already down here, I'd earn my wages for the day.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Here, come on, let's go up. Listen, Xiaoping, you really don't look well, huh? When you get home, go take a hot shower, then come to my house for a hot meal. I guarantee you'll be all right.
Don't just drink.
Okay, fine, you win.
Here, thank you. I'm done. I'm leaving.
Wait, have some more. Does my sour noodle soup taste awful?
No, it's good. It's good. It's just that there's too much vinegar in it. Let Xiaoping eat more of it. It lowers blood pressure, right? I'm off. Enjoy your meal. I'll get going.
Mentor, I'm done too. I should get going.
No. Don't go anywhere. You should sleep here. Cover yourself with a few more blankets. Once you sweat, you'll be all right.
It's best for me to sleep in the dorm.
Don't be stubborn. If I tell you to sleep here, you do it. Got it? Is there a pretty girl waiting for you at the dorm? I have to work tonight. Stay here and sleep. Don't go to the dorm. You're sick. It's too cold there. You have a fever.
Yes, Xiaoping, just sleep here.
All right.
What now? How should we tell Xiaoping?
The truth will come to light sooner or later. Whatever happens, we have to tell him first.
Mentor, you're back from the mine. I think I've slept the whole day and the whole night.
That's good. That means you'll recover faster. It looks like your fever is gone. Come, sit down.
Thank you. I feel a lot livelier now.
Your sister isn't done with her cooking yet. So while waiting, have a couple of drinks with me. It'll be good for you, all right?
Okay. Just allow me, Mentor.
Xiaoping has just recovered. How can you ask him to drink with you?
Drink abundantly. That's what a coal miner does. Small cups are a no-no.
Xiaoping, don't listen to him.
It's okay.
It's so damp, and it's just cold as hell
Here you
at the
go.
bottom of the mine. After working long hours, this is what's good for the soul. A few rounds of drinks, right? When you're in a drunken state, everything that vexes you disappears.
Mentor, is there something bothering you?
Uncle Xiaoping!
Ming Ming, you're back!
Oh my goodness, what lousy cinder did you pick this time?
What? Really? How old will you be?
6.
6? You'll be 6 years old! Ming Ming, what do you like? Tell Uncle Xiaoping.
I want a dog.
You want a dog? The kind they sell in the department store that's big, powerful looking with a long fur? Is that it? Huh?
Come here, boy. It's embarrassing. When did you learn to ask for things? Xiaoping, it's his birthday tomorrow. Come for a meal, but don't get him anything. And don't spoil him.
It's okay.
Xiaoping,
Yes?
come with me. We'll pick some coal for cooking at the debris heap later.
All right.
Xiaoping has just recovered, and you're asking him to pick coal?
It's all right. I've slept for a day and a night. I should exercise my arms and my legs.
Go on, help yourself.
Okay. Just this for a bit of coal? Mentor, I don't think this is enough.
We dig coal all day, yet it's hard for us to get it. If I don't collect a few small pieces at a debris heap when I'm on my break, I'd have to buy coal with my own money.
Mentor, do you have something you want to tell me?
We coal miners have a hard life. We go all out when we work, producing coal for the country. But our own wives and children don't even have permanent houses. Unless I die in the mine, my wife and my son Ming Ming will remain unregistered all their lives. I've worked in the mine for more than 10 years. My front tooth was knocked out by the gang. The scars on my body are too many to count. And sometimes, I don't feel like going down into the mine. But every night, lying with your sister, I would think, I married such a good woman, and she's given birth to such a good son for me. But they have to eat, you know?
I'm sure you have something to tell me, but you just don't know how to put it. You're afraid I'd get hurt? What is it exactly?
You have a girlfriend who's a reporter, right? How is it? You write to her all the time.
I haven't written to her in a long time lately.
What happened?
Mentor, I may have to remain in this coal mine for the rest of my life, but she will always belong to a large city. There are lots of things I haven't thought through, so don't ask anymore.
Xiaoping, you're different from me. You're educated and can read, write, and draw. You don't have to be inside the mine. Think about it. There's the coal news and the miners' news. Take this opportunity to write more articles for them. If a lot of your articles are published, they may sign a contract with you. You can work in an office instead of shoveling every day.
You don't have to worry about me, Mentor. You said to take this opportunity? What opportunity?
For a few days, you can't work in the mine.
What do you mean? But I'm not sick anymore, Mentor.
That's not it.
Then what is it? What is it?
Antsoze found out that you drank vinegar on your second medical checkup. He said you passed because you drank vinegar, and you just laze around to hide your condition. When you fainted, Antsoze said it wasn't because of the flu, but by high blood pressure. But your sister and I never mentioned what you did to anyone else.
I know. This has nothing to do with you or sister. The mine has always been that way. Just like our village. You can't hide anything. Everything is publicized.
Hey. For this sort of thing, normally, a simple explanation is enough. But when Antsoze reported this, the leaders were present. They insisted on a thorough investigation. Now a small matter will become a big matter. Oh. Supervisor Lei said, you should take a break. Don't worry about anything. This will pass. As for me, I'll explain 3 points of them clearly. 1, you don't have high blood pressure. 2, you fainted because you had the flu. 3, Antsoze. Well, I know Antsoze wants to vent his anger on the one hand. On the other hand, he only knows part of the story. He took your fainting because of the flu for high blood pressure and ratted on you.
Don't worry about it, Mentor. I'm mentally prepared.
Wait. It's Ming Ming's birthday tomorrow. I'm inviting you and Antsoze to come. Let's talk about this. You must come.
I'll be there. Ming Ming's birthday. After I get the cake, let's go together.
I'm not going.
I won't mention that thing. We'll wait for the result of the investigation.
I don't have time for that. I'm going to watch a movie. Movies are great. Men and women hug each other. I like that stuff.
Mama, why isn't Uncle shopping here yet?
Don't worry, son. He'll be here in a while.
Right. Don't worry.
Ming Ming!
Uncle shopping!
Ming Ming, happy birthday. Look what I have here. It's for Ming Ming.
Hey, your presence is enough. You didn't have to bring a gift.
I
huh?
should. And there's cake too. What do you think, Ming Ming? Do you like this doggy?
Yes, I do.
Uncle Xiaoping will buy you a real dog next time, okay?
Hey, Xiaoping, why won't you ever listen to me? I've seen that stuffed toy. It cost 8 yuan. I won't spend that much for Ming Ming's toy.
But it's his birthday.
They're still investigating you, so you can't go back to work. You're not earning, but you still bought Ming Ming a toy. You don't have to spend that much.
Sister, it's Ming Ming's birthday. Forget about money. Let's just be
I
happy.
agree with you. Yes, right,
Good,
right.
good. Let's drink.
for Ming Ming's birthday, okay?
Do you want some, Ming Ming? Here, just a little taste. What do you think? Here, happy birthday!
All right.
Hang on. Are the pinwheels turning, huh?
Sen Xiaoping rejoiced that he had befriended such a good family in the 6 months since he arrived at the coal mine. Quietly, Xiaoping listened to Ming Ming's laughter, while he continued to gaze at the mountains far away, with Xiaosha in his mind. But at this time, his heart has grown cold and bitter.
Xiaoping, I don't want our friendship to fall into pieces again. Let's make a commitment right here and right now. That on this day 2 years from now, at this very moment under this birch leaf pear tree, regardless of where we are and what we are doing at that time, we will come back here to finally meet each other again.
We will.
Sen Xiaoping! I really thought we were about to let this moment pass by.
Tian Xiaosha. I love you!
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 When we are working and studying comfortably, or enjoying life to the fullest, and while we're dancing with a female companion under brilliantly lit lamps, we may indeed not think about those dark men underground. So dark you can only see 2 rows of their white teeth. These men who sweat and shed blood for our country are doing us a favor hundreds of meters below ground.
Can you hear what's being said out there?
They are responsible for the energy we consume.
It's an article I wrote.
And study. We can enjoy life.
If I tell you not to mind but write articles, would you do that?
We can dance under brilliantly lit lamps because they refuse to give up.
I just know you have some very strange and interesting ideas. Come, follow me.
Much about math or science or literature.
Now please, have a seat.
I'd rather not.
Sit down. The People's Congress doctor said that some people, that is, people like you, get nervous easily when they become anxious. When it's time to get their blood pressure shoots up. See what I mean? You're so nervous. Relax. There are psychiatrists that can help calm you down. So I told the team, we should get a psychiatrist too, but the mine elder said, there are only a handful in the country. Just forget it then. There's another way. We carry out a 24-hour blood pressure monitoring. The mine elder said, we don't need round-the-clock blood pressure monitoring, but just once is definitely not enough. All right?
I need to take the test again?
No, there's no need. Relax. In your case, the elder said, in the future, if the doctors detect higher blood pressure, 2 measurements will be taken. I mean, not anyone can come up with the idea of drinking vinegar. Still, disciplinary action will be taken against you. They'll give you a warning at the minimum.
I accept. But sir, the doctor who measured my blood pressure, she will not be punished, right?
Oh, jeez. You owe two people. The first is the doctor who agreed to measure your blood pressure again. The other is the one who came up with the idea to drink vinegar. I mean, without these two people, you would have been out of here a long time ago. But if you were kicked out, the mine would have lost out big time. Am I right? Come on.
The radiant and captivating Tian Xiaosha suddenly appeared at Daiwa, which made Sen Xiaoping feel indescribably happy and excited at the same time. When he first became a worker officially, Sen Xiaoping was already fairly satisfied with his life. In the depths of his heart, he did not pin too much hope on a future between Tian Xiaosha and him, of living together as husband and wife. Xiaoping's social status and path of life had determined his pessimistic judgment on this matter. He had always been this sort of person, pursuing what he wanted in life relentlessly, yet not daring to expect too much reward or pampering in life. He confronted reality in a rational and lucid manner. This was perhaps a common mindset among the rural intelligentsia, to dream of a life they know will probably not happen in the future. Nonetheless, regardless of what he thought, dear Xiaosha, enduring a long and hard journey, still came to visit him in this black kingdom of his.
Go back inside.
See you. Sit anywhere.
You've got a nice place here. What's the matter, huh? All you've been doing is smile at me. Your smile is making me nervous. Why are you smiling? I was somewhat anxious just now and didn't wash properly.
Hey, don't rub so hard, all right? You'll hurt your face. I'll go get some water.
Okay.
Is the water too hot?
No.
Hold on. I'll wash your neck for you.
That tickles.
A ticklish coal miner hero.
That tickles. Wait. The soap's got inside my
your
shirt.
shirt's wet.
The soap's got inside. Quick, help me get it out. Did you do this on purpose? I never dreamed that you would come. Your visit surprised me.
The truth is, I've been preparing for this meeting for a long time now. In fact, my trip to Tongcheng is official business. This time around, I want to write a feature story on coal mines. Oh, I've already notified the propaganda department.
And privately?
Privately, your dear Xiaosha has come to your Yuan to clarify my relationship with Gao Lang. Because in your last letter, I can feel your pain and sorrow. It made me very uneasy, so I decided to talk to you in person.
Really? My letter exuded pain?
Yes, it did. You seemed extremely tortured. Because in your letter, you no longer address me as my dear Xiaosha. And you only wrote once, and stopped writing since then. I also heard that Gao Lang visited you in the mine. I did mention in my letter that Gao Lang was courting me.
I didn't write another letter because I've decided I would come visit you during my vacation. I want to court you and fight for your love, even if the person I had to fight with is a god. I want to seize you from his hands and become the ultimate victor who would win you over. What was that sigh for?
For pity?
Pity? What is there to pity?
It's a pity I won't experience that feeling of happiness of you fighting for me.
Why is that?
Because you have no one to contend with, silly.
What about Gao Lang?
When I go back this time, I will clarify things with Gao Lang.
What will you say?
I will tell him that we can only be friends. Anything else is impossible.
Then he will definitely ask about my relationship with you.
I will tell him very honestly that you're the only one I love. Hey, go ahead, you may laugh if you want. Since receiving my letter, you contained your emotions, concealed your feelings. Don't you feel terrible?
I do feel terrible, Xiaosha. But I think this is a good thing. We've experienced another life and death kind of separation. Our feelings have thawed because of a misunderstanding, but have deepened now. Your nose is so cold.
It's really cold.
What?
For now, I only know how to cook eggs and fried rice. But don't worry, I'll learn to cook other dishes and make them for you.
Just egg, onions, and white rice, yet you prepared it so well. Whatever you cook in the future will taste even better. Therefore, Tian Xiaosha, today I'm making the most important decision that would determine my entire life.
What decision?
In the future, I'm the only person you can fall in love with. You'll cook egg fried rice only for me.
Your entire life is simply determined by egg fried rice?
This is no ordinary egg fried rice.
And what's more, I can't fall in love with someone else. How am I gonna get married in the future?
Well, since you're in love with me, you must marry me, of course. What is it?
Your heart is beating really fast.
Not my heartbeat. It's the sound of me eating and swallowing.
Then stop chewing and swallowing.
All right.
It's your heartbeat. It's fast.
I'm afraid my blood pressure has gone up again.
Then drink some more vinegar.
I seem to hear your heartbeat as well. And it's very fast.
Do you and your wife Plan to have a daughter or a son in the future?
I'll have to ask you that question.
Well, why me?
Because my future wife can only be you.
Wait, let me ask you. Do you remember our 2-year date at the ancient pagoda hill?
Next year, summer, ancient pagoda hill, under the birch leaf pear tree. Of course I remember. That moment will be the most significant moment in my life. 2 people going to the same place, arriving at the same time. Each time I think of that wonderful moment, I get so excited I tremble all over.
In that case, all right. Let us make another commitment today. On that day, we must arrive at the pear tree at the same time.
At the same time, we will be at the same place.
Xiaoping, actually, when we made our commitment under the pear tree that day, I looked at my watch. It was 1:45 in the afternoon. Therefore, when we meet under the pear tree when the time comes, we must be on time, okay?
In reality, since we made that commitment, I've spent every day in a state of anticipation and fretfulness. The significance of that day is as important as life itself.